welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 StrangerVille. So right now Mortimer is at the gym, just like I said in the last part, so that he can get an alibi and nobody will know that he's going to go and snoop around in the secret lab. He just wants for people to make sure that they know that he's actually doing something else, and since we've realized actually in the last part that he's been almost followed by some secret agents and everything, he just wants to make sure that he's in a way safe even though he's doing something really dangerous. And I guess also that Reed, his friend now, has been advising him to not be seen by the secret agents going and snooping around in the secret lab. So he actually needed to practice sparring for his job tasks today, but since, as I said, I think in the last part or a couple of parts ago, this career is quite glitched when it comes to the tasks, so if this doesn't work out, I'm just going to be selecting it through the UI cheats mod that I still have, and that I've updated because I actually went into the game after the update, and I had an issue with the UI not showing, and when I was clicking on the three dots here, it was not showing anything, so I had this a little bit of an issue. I was a little bit worried that I had broken my game, but thankfully everything's okay. I just had to update it, so there you go. And it doesn't appear to be working for some reason, so I'm just going to be selecting it as soon as it's done, I guess. Because he just needs to practice sparring, which is what he's actually doing right now, so I don't know why it's not working. Oh, apparently he won! Oh, it worked! Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Back float. What? Back float? What is that? Is this something that you do? Oh, there's a pool at the back of the gym. I didn't know. So he needs a little bit of fun. He's a little bit tired. So because everyone sees that he's here, that he's been working out, and now, you know, he's in the pool, maybe he can just sneak by the back of the gym to go and travel to the science lab or the secret lab. I'm always saying the science lab because I'm used to playing with Get to Work mainly, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, let's go put on the hazmat suit and let's go to the redacted lab to explore the deepest part of the lab. And he's still wearing his Speedo. I think this is one of the outfits that I didn't change because I thought that it was really cute. Well, actually, you know what? He needs to wear the hazmat suit, doesn't he? Do I click on it? Oh, wear hazmat suit. There you go. I really want to take a screenshot of this because he looks amazing this way. Look at him. You know that he's sure that this is where he can probably find Bella. I'm saying sure and probably in the same sentence, which is probably not a good idea, but he's feeling that he can actually find something about his wife here. So let's go and use the keycard to open the door. And actually for his aspiration, he needs to traverse the deepest part of the secret lab. So I think it's to go through this hallway here and go through this door right there and then go deeper into the secret lab. He's so proud of himself wearing this hazmat suit. I mean, he must feel so much more safe now. Is he going to cough? No, he's not. So it's actually a better idea to be wearing this hazmat suit. Let's go here. Thank you, Reed. Maybe he wanted to tell us something. Maybe this is kind of a scripted message, but Mortimer is quite busy right now. Alright, so I think he'll be able to traverse this here. Let's go and use the keycard. Do you hear all those sounds? Okay, so as I'm editing the video now, I realized that there is no sound in the recording, and that's because OBS didn't pick up the sound of the game. I don't know why. Hopefully I fixed the issue now, but this entire recording has no sound, and you will hear me talk about the weird sounds that we can hear in the game, but you guys unfortunately will not be able to hear anything, and I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully now I fixed the issue. The next videos will have sounds, hopefully. But yeah, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience, and I really hope that you will enjoy the video anyway. That's so freaky. Also, I think when you are in the secret lab, you're actually in the middle of this weird tornado that's taking place in StrangerVille. And I'm also really glad that we do not need another type of keycard to open this door. I'm just going to be following him. I wonder what it looks like when you're watching, you know, looking through the first-person mode. Actually, you know what? Oh, we can see the hazmat suit, but we cannot see the screen that he has just in front of his face. And from that point on, I actually don't remember anything that we have to do. Alright, so we are in a weird SAS, I guess. Let's go here. No, not scan. Can we just go here? Go here. Oh. Oh, I forgot about this. Look at this weird room. This looks just like Aliens. I don't know if you've seen the movies Alien, but you can see all those eggs everywhere. And it's just so freaky when you see it. You know what you shouldn't be doing and you see all the characters doing it. This looks just like it. Oh. Do you see this? Let's go and view that. That's so strange. It's like receiving electroshock or something. That's so strange. Alright, so I guess we should be going this way. Use the keycard. Let's see what he's going to find. I also didn't check the next milestone that we'll have to work on for his aspiration. And as I said, I actually don't remember what we have to do next. I have a brief idea of what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. What's going on? He's so tired suddenly. Milestone complete. Oh. Is that the mother? I think that's the mother. The mother plant. It looks so strange. It's so freaky as well. So what do we have to do now? Vaccinate 3 Sims, recruit 3 Sims to help stop the source of the infection, and defeat the source of the infection. So I guess this is what we should be doing right now. Oh, we can attempt to communicate, taunt, or attempt to fight. I guess we should attempt to communicate and see how that goes, but because he's so tired, I'm not going to attempt anything else. And we need to vaccinate 3 Sims. How do you do this? Create experimental vaccine on the chemical analyzer in the secret lab. Test these... Wait, just a second. I just want to see what's going... Oh, that's so freaky! Is he talking? It doesn't seem that happy. Can you maybe improve your relationship with the mother? Do you have any type of relationship with the mother? I don't think so. It also makes me think of Stranger Things. I think it was highly inspired from that show. Stranger Things is, by the way, one of my favorite shows ever. And the Demogorgon that you can see in that show in Stranger Things looks quite a bit like this mother plant here. And you cannot use anything on those doors, so I don't think there is anything else to explore. Did something happen? Do you have a relationship? She doesn't like you. Maybe attempt to communicate once more while I check how you vaccinate Sims. So create experimental vaccine on the chemical analyzer at the secret lab. Test this 3 times on possessed Sims to unlock the ability to create the infection vaccine on the chemical analyzer. Once you have an infection vaccine, you will be able to vaccinate other Sims and recruit them. Okay, though I think that one of the Sims that we're going to be recruiting is going to be a Reed, because I think he's quite aware of what's going on. There is also this other guy. Oh, we're not friends with him. He's one of our coworker. Yes, Easton. I think we need to recruit Easton. I think Easton might have more information that we don't about what's going on in StrangerVille. And I'm pretty sure that Mortimer, he's already thinking about the people that he can maybe ask to join him in his quest. But first of all, because he's so tired, I'm just going to have him go home, sleep on what he just discovered today at the secret lab, and I will resume as soon as he wakes up. So as Mortimer was coming back home, I had this window pop up here which says, "Stop the infection. You've discovered the source of the infection plaguing StrangerVille, an enormous mother plant buried in the base of the lab. The only way to get the town back to normal is to defeat the vile creature. Find a cure for the infection and assemble a team to destroy the mother plant." Okay. Oh, look at that. Everything is green and so strange everywhere. Look at all those plants. Are those plants? Oh my god, this is so awful. There are plants everywhere. Plus, it's the night, so it's really dark and quite scary. I really hope Mortimer is not going to die. I've seen a couple Sims die during their exploration of StrangerVille and trying to solve the mystery. So I'm a little bit worried for Mortimer. But now that he's discovered this mother plant, he's wondering if this is not once again a mistake that he's made to try to find Bella again, just like what happened when he went to Salvadorada or when he went to Windenburg trying to discover what has happened to Bella. So even though he's still wondering if he's still going to find Bella here, he's also really involved in what's going on in StrangerVille, and whatever happens, even if he doesn't find Bella, he still wants to help the people in here and help them get rid of that mother plant. And he's in a really, really bad mood. So what I'm going to do is just take care of him, and I will resume as soon as he's all well. Okay, so as Mortimer was using the bathrooms, those vines came through. That's awful. Just imagine that if they came through as he was sitting on it. Oh, this is one of my biggest fears. Oh my god, that's awful. Oh, we need to clear out the vines. He doesn't want to be spied on by the mother plant. Just imagine if the mother plant can actually listen through those vines and see things through those. I feel like all those plants are maybe little spying devices that the mother plant has spread it everywhere. Or maybe these are her children and she's just, I don't know, trying to take control of the Sims world, I guess. I don't know. But the colors here are amazing. So it's the morning and you can... Oh, the sun! Is it just because it's the morning, but everything is purple? You can hear also this big thunder in the background. Look at that. It's so freaky. And beautiful at the same time. Alright, so Mortimer is feeling a little bit better, though he's feeling quite tense, which is completely understandable, and he has this moodlet, which is botanophobia, from plants in plumbing. What is going on here? These plants are getting out of control! I really think this is a funny pun, but I really want for him to maybe ask Easton or Reed to go maybe and join him at the library so that he can talk to them about what's going on, and hopefully they're still okay. So I'm just going to have him travel and ask Easton and Reed to join him. Reed, Easton, and Mortimer just arrived at the library, and I think the three of them are okay. But can we talk maybe about StrangerVille and about what's going on? And I see that Easton has gotten another promotion, so maybe he's... You know, he managed to convince people that he was okay, you know, that he was not a spy or trying to find out more information about StrangerVille and what's going on. And he got his promotion back. Oh, what is this? If we can get some spore clusters and a bizarre fruit to the chemical analyzer at the lab, we can start working on a vaccine against the infection. Okay, so Reed probably is also in on something since, you know, maybe we've been talking to him about this. And he's probably been working on a vaccine as well, though he's probably been very unsuccessful so far. So maybe thanks to Mortimer, he's going to be able to find a solution. It's go time, soldier! Oh, that's so cool that he's actually saying this! The scientists are working on an experimental vaccine. They need spore clusters and bizarre fruit for the chemical analyzer at the lab. So maybe we need to... Oh, I was thinking we could go and buy a bizarre fruit at the curio shop, but I feel like we could actually gather some fruits from those bizarre plants. Can we maybe ask them to join us? Recruit to fight the mother plant. Read to be recently vaccinated. Oh, we need to vaccinate them to be able to ask them to join us. Okay, so both of them are telling Mortimer, you're the only one who actually has access to the science lab. So we count on you to be able to create that vaccine. We need your help. Plus, he's apparently the only one also who has a hazmat suit and who can get inside the science lab or their secret lab without getting infected or anything. Hopefully, he's not going to get infected. But let's go ahead and try to find some fruits, bizarre fruits, and then we'll go back to the secret lab to maybe gather some spores. Oh, harvest bizarre fruit. How many are we going to get? Only one? Maybe we should get more. Let's go nurture. So we need actually 3 vaccines. I feel like we'll need 3 bizarre plants to experiment at least 3 times. Let's just make sure and gather 3 bizarre fruit. Oh, this is awful. I feel like every time we're opening one of those flowers, we're spreading more and more spores into the air, which is probably not a good idea. Oh, there is another one right there. Let's go and gather, nurture it once again. Let's just try to pretend and be nice so that the mother plant doesn't hate us more. And he doesn't work today. No, he doesn't. Oh, it's Saturday. He's been in StrangerVille for a week now, almost. A lot has happened in a week, and I love hearing that thunder in the background. It sounds almost like, you know, towards the end of summer in real life, you have those thunderstorms happening, and you can hear the thunder in the background, and the weather is really warm and hot. It's so cool. How did you improve your relationship? Is it because you nurtured it? Is it actually a good idea? I'm wondering. Alright, so I think it's time for Mortimer to go back to the secret lab, gather some cluster spores, whatever it is, at the secret lab, and no, we're going to leave Easton and Reed here because they can be actually in danger over there. We have the hazmat suit, they don't, and we're the only one capable of creating that vaccine and probably getting it to Reed as well. I think Reed is going to be the one that we can trust as a scientist, and we can ask him to create that vaccine. But Mortimer is the only one who can actually go inside the secret lab. Alright, so let's go ahead, put on the hazmat suit. Let's go use the key card. And I love the fact that the computer is still broken. Oh my god, what is going on up there? Look at that! It's so pretty! Do you see that wave of light? This is so cool! You need to get underneath here. Let's go scan here. We need to gather some spore cluster. We need 5, and since we need to create, I think, 3 types of vaccines, I feel like we'll need, once again, 15 spore clusters. At least, you know, he thinks it's well decorated in here. I mean, in The Sims 2 and... not in The Sims 3, but in The Sims 2, Mortimer Goth is actually a scientist, and since The Sims 4 is kind of this parallel universe, I'd like to imagine that maybe Mortimer has memories of a life that he, in a way, never lived. And maybe he likes this secret lab because this reminds him of this life that he, in some ways, never had, and in other ways had, you know? I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but, you know, he likes this decoration here because it's a lab, it's a science lab, so... yeah, maybe he's just thinking about this other life that he's had in another universe. Let's go and put that cluster in your inventory. Oh, there is one just at your feet here. Alright, let's go in there, scan here, and then we'll need to create an experimental vaccine. I'm thinking actually creating the 3 vaccines in one go. Maybe he can create 3 different versions of that vaccine. I mean, he's analyzed before those spore clusters, so he has an idea of how these function and how to maybe isolate an element in those. So maybe he has 3 ideas for a vaccine and he's just going to be creating those 3 vaccines in one go and see which one is going to work. Oh, you need to gather those first though. Oh well, they're not going to go away anyway. And I think it was actually a good idea to be using it to gather 3 bizarre fruit because we've used one. Let's go ahead, create an experimental vaccine. Mortimer has successfully crafted an experimental vaccine. Test this on possessed sim to learn. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if we're not going to get more information about the vaccines. So, do we want to travel back and forth? I feel like this is something that we'll need to do. Test this on possessed sim to learn how to craft a true vaccine. Yeah, I feel like we need to go out there, see a possessed sim, and test that vaccine on them. Okay, let's go to the library. It's like the center of... oh, actually, no, you know what? Let's go to the bar. I feel like there's going to be way more people at the bar. But yeah, I'm sorry, but we're going to be doing some back and forth between the secret lab and StrangerVille, you know, the center of town of StrangerVille, but I feel like we're going to get more information by testing the experimental vaccines as we go. Even though Mortimer knows the chemicals that are inside those spore clusters and inside those bizarre plants, I feel like he's still unsure and he just wants to make sure that he has as much knowledge as possible about that weird infection. Alright, so we need to keep an eye out for someone who's infected. I'm sure that there's going to be a bunch of people infected by now. There's nobody though. There's someone here! Can we test it out? Test experimental vaccine. Stop watching TV, Mortimer! Maybe he wants to check if maybe the medias are talking about what's going on in StrangerVille, or if the military managed to keep this a mystery or keep it secret. Alright, let's see. No, I think she's still The vaccine seemed to cause some kind of reaction, but did not completely isolate the infection. Keep testing on another possessed sim to see how it will react. She beat herself. Okay, so these are just the types of information that we get, so... Yeah, I think that what we're gonna do, and I'm sorry once again that we're going to just be doing, going back and forth between the secret lab and stuff, but I think we're going to be creating the 2 last remaining experimental vaccines that we need. Because I really thought that we could actually have more information about what we need to put into the vaccine. As I said, I really don't remember how I dealt with the last part of this aspiration and this mystery. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do. So yeah, I think that what we're going to do is just create the 2 remaining vaccines that we need and then test them out on possessed sims. Alright, so Mortimer successfully created the 2 remaining experimental vaccines that we needed. So let's go back to the bar and see if we can find someone else who's infected. Mortimer is back at the 8 Bells bar, and I love the fact that he's still wearing his hazmat suit, as if, he became kind of paranoid himself and now just wants to protect himself from all those spores, which I have to say is quite a good idea, and he's once again really tired. And he needs to use the bathroom. So let's have him go here, use the bathrooms while I look around and try to find someone who's infected. I really thought that there were going to be way more sims infected around here. And Reed once again wants to see us. Maybe he wants to get some more information about that vaccine. Maybe those coded messages that he's sending us are just so that we can keep him updated on what we're finding over here. I don't see anybody infected. Are you? Oh, there is someone there. Okay, so let's go here and test the experimental vaccine on that woman. I know you're very tired, Mortimer. I mean, those back and forth between the secret lab and the center of town must be very tiresome. I know, Reed, I know. We're gonna get back to you as soon as we have some more information about that vaccine. I don't see anybody else being infected. Maybe people are actually playing it safe and staying indoors, but is this really how you're going to keep away from all those spores? Because spores, they can actually go through the vents, so I guess this is probably not a good idea to stay indoors. Oh, there is Ted as well that we can... Oh, but look at all those people infected. There's Ted. Can I click on him? Come on, let's go and test the experimental vaccine on Ted, the second one that we have. And he still needs to run everywhere. What type of reaction is she going to have? Oh, she's feeling sad. The vaccine seemed to cause some kind of reaction but did not completely isolate the infection. Keep testing on other possessed sims to see how it will react. Sims looking for love are in the right place. It's singles night. Well, Mortimer is not single. He's actually looking for his wife, and by looking for his wife, he's actually trying to save a town now. He always ends up in very weird and strange situation, as you can guess, ever since Bella disappeared. Okay, where is Ted? Oh, poor Mortimer. Okay, is this going to be the good one? Eureka! The vaccine seems to be isolating the infection. Head back to the secret lab to create the infection vaccine on the chemical analyzer. There you go! He figured it out! So we don't need to go back to the secret lab every time to create a new vaccine. Cool. So what I'm gonna do actually is have Mortimer go home because he's really tired. He needs to rest and be in a better mood so that he can actually fight this infection. And so next time we'll be creating the vaccine, recruit those sims to fight the mother plant, which I'm really excited for. So I think we have maybe 1 part left for this LP. I don't know. It depends on how the story goes, but I think 1 part will be left until we will be done with this aspiration and this mystery. So yeah, Mortimer is just going to go to bed and I'm going to end this part here, you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm really excited for the next part and thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!